Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2, and at the end, a very, very frustrating result. When you look at the whole game itself, I had a feeling we Arsenal were going to turn up. Even in my prediction, I did say that I felt that Arsenal were going to win the game, and honestly, I think we should have won that game. Yes, I know we conceded that second goal, but there's just so many things just going in my mind right now. Let's talk about the lineup comes out, okay? I was very surprised Calafiori didn't start. I really thought he was going to be back fit, but I think we knew Timber and Saka were going to play. It does look like the Saka is not fully fit, and Timber, of course, he went off injured. But I don't know, man. I'm very disappointed. At the end, man, you are now 5 points behind Manchester City, and for me, it is very disappointing. Being behind Manchester City 5 points, even being behind them 2 points, which we were last season, you saw we couldn't close the gap, and now we're behind 5 points behind Manchester City. And you know, Manchester City, they've been there and they've done it. So 5 points is almost impossible to catch up when you consider the fact that you are now expecting for Arsenal to win the league. It means Manchester City have to drop points, and for somehow Arsenal to now basically be flawless and not drop any points, which we already know is not going to happen. We know Arsenal are going to drop points, but I cannot confirm to you whether Manchester City are going to drop any points soon, because the way they've been playing, even though they haven't been playing well, they just are not losing. And also today, first off, I think first off, we deserved the lead. Okay, I think we were playing much better. I think even Liverpool fans, they would admit that Arsenal were much better in the first half. We conceded a stupid corner. I think Kai Havertz should have done better in that lead, the clearance. But, Van Dijk scored. And I think we are the much better team, even despite them scoring. And I think first half, Saka was out of this world. We have to talk about Saka in that first half. He was a monster. He did not give Robertson or McAllister a break. He was absolutely ripping them. Thomas Partey as well. First off, he was a beast. Didn't let Luis Diaz do anything. Every time Luis Diaz gets the ball, he's straight on him. Declan Rice, Miko Marino, all two of them in the midfield, they were monsters today. And I think we deserved it. And let's talk about that goal. The refs. Okay, I don't want to talk about refs every day, but they tried every possible thing they could today to make sure Arsenal don't win. They tried everything in their powers to make sure that goal didn't stand. They were looking at every little thing. If that goal happened the other way around, I promise you, I 100% promise you, I guarantee that the refs would not have looked at a single thing. But the minute Arsenal did it, these refs, you could look at the state of these. They literally tried everything in their power to look at trying to make Marino offside. They were looking at Van Dijk's leg. They were trying to look at Miko Marino's leg. And eventually they realized, okay, you know what? Now we can't do anything. It's a goal. And I think Miko Marino, he deserved that goal, honestly. I think he played really well. I'm so happy he got his first goal. And I hope it was a winner, but unfortunately it wasn't. Second half start, I had a feeling that Arsenal were going to set up the way we did. I had a feeling Arsenal were not going to push forward. And I don't know why it was. Maybe they just wanted to manage the game, but the injuries does not help. Gabriel, one of the worst situations, Gabriel gets injured. Adding on top of that, Thingy gets injured. Timber, and I was even surprised Timber even managed to stay on that long, because I had a feeling that Timber and Saka both had to be rushed, and Timber comes off, and of course MLS comes on. But until then, when them two players came off, especially Cuba, I had a feeling that, you know what, there's going to be a lot of defensive now for Arsenal. But still, I still think we had some chances. I still think we could have, scored. But I just feel like the lack of, what would you call it? We just kept making the wrong decisions. Martinelli today, especially in that second half, he was so poor. He would always get himself in the right position, but his execution would be wrong. Him and Konate, every time he went up against Konate, he lost the ball or he lost the duel. But I just think today, if we had a bit of a better winger instead of Martinelli, or maybe if Martinelli was on it, I think we could have won that game, because there were so many chances that Martinelli gone through but was making the wrong decision or making the wrong pass. Even with Kai Havertz today, I think there were some times where he was losing the ball in positions where he could not afford to lose the ball, and I think we got away with it. But another day, another Liverpool team or Manchester City team, we could be punished. But today I just think we were so sloppy in that second half, especially when in terms of the midfield play, we were sloppy, but it's when we went to the final third, we were just too sloppy, making the wrong decisions, losing the ball, putting unnecessary pressure on ourselves. But let's talk about that second goal. A simple over the top ball, takes out our whole defense. I don't know how Liverpool managed to do that. But with Trent, man, this guy is just so good. And I said it, you cannot give Trent too much time on the ball because he can pull off passes like that. And then it goes off Nunes and Mohamed Salah. Ben White's in the middle. The minute I saw Ben White single-handedly being the only defender there, I knew it was going to be a goal. And in fact, looking at hindsight, I think Ben White should have just kept tracking Salah and hope Nunes takes a shot, because we all know where that would have went. And then he just slots it in to Mohamed Salah, and Mohamed Salah scored. But yeah, very disappointing, man. It was very disappointing. And the fact is, even after that goal, we still had chances. We still had chances. Off the top of my head, the Gabriel Jesus one. And let's talk about again that stupid referee. Yeah, that referee. How on earth is that a foul on Szoboszlai, the Kivio header? He saw that Arsenal were gonna score, and you know what he did? He blew his flipping whistle. He blew his whistle because in that game there were so many challenges like that. No fouls. The minute Arsenal do it, the minute Kivio does it, which I don't even think is a foul, he jumped over him. Szoboszlai was still fine. He was still on his feet. That wasn't a foul. He was still perfectly fine. And then Havertz and Jesus, they score. But these refs, I'm so tired every flipping week. These stupid refs making it a different rule as it comes along. The 90th minute, we're supposed to get a corner. Tsimikas touches the ball 2 times. Not once, twice. The linesman still goes and says it's a goal kick. I am so tired of these referees. So much bullshit, so much kicking the ball away, no foul. Every time an Arsenal player does it, it's a foul. The yellow cards Arsenal get and the red cards Arsenal get are unprecedented. The way we get fouls, when I look at other teams, we don't get it. The other teams don't get it at all. Today, Luis Diaz, I don't know how he didn't get a yellow card. He kicked the ball a few times. He was doing, every time he was, Partey was going up for a header, he would barge him. But if that was an Arsenal player, I guarantee you that would be a foul right there. But yeah, man, it's disappointing. But I think we played well, especially in that first half. But I think we dropped off way too quick. Because I think for me, if we played this way we kept playing the first half, I think we could have scored another goal. I think we were the much better team on the ball. Even defensively, we were much better. But I think we let Liverpool off the hook too easily. I think if we carried on that pressure, I think we could have won that game. And it's very disappointing, honestly. Yes, when you look at it, at the overall, we were lucky not to lose when you look at our back four. And maybe Liverpool fans, they might feel disappointed about today's result. I think they might feel it was 2 points dropped considering the 11 that we had on the pitch. But for me, man, I can't help not feeling disappointed and upset because, like I said, when you are going up against Manchester City in a title race, you cannot afford to drop points, especially home. We set ourselves back away already against Bournemouth. If we won against Bournemouth and we drew today, it would have not been too bad. But losing to Bournemouth and then drawing the next game, man, it doesn't matter who you're playing. Drawing the next game is very, very disappointing. And for me, honestly, I think we missed a big opportunity. I think we could have scored. I think we could have won that game. I think that game was there for Arsenal to win. But yeah. And another thing now, more injuries. Now Gabriel's out. We don't know if it's a long-term injury. Timber is back injured now again. So the injuries are just piling on and it doesn't help. It really doesn't help. Saka comes off the second half. You could tell we rushed him, but I think he played really well, especially for that first goal. What a finish. One thing about Saka, I remember a few years ago when we used to play Liverpool, Robertson always used to have Saka in his pocket. Every time he was Saka against Robertson, Robertson would always win it. But now fast forward, Saka was giving Robertson an absolute nightmare, going in, out, and especially that goal as well. Sat down Robertson and a brilliant finish. And I was so disappointed we didn't win today because I think Saka deserved it. I think Saka deserved to be in the team that won today. But anyways, I guess we just have to move on. But I think there were some positives. Let's talk about the positives. Like I said, I think we played really well today. I think Merino really grew into it, and I think that was big. It was a big step for Merino because I saw a lot of fans criticizing him and, you know, making calls on whether he should be playing, whether he should be dropped. But I think today he stepped up. He stepped up really well, especially in a big game as well. He didn't look out of it. Every time he got the ball, he would just slow down the play, just release it. Of course, he did have that dodgy moment in that first half where he almost let Salah score. But I think overall, he kept it very composed. Didn't do anything too stupid. And of course, he got the goal as well. But yeah, it is what it is. well, we're now 5 points behind City, but I'm so tired of these flipping refs, man. I'm so goddamn tired of these refs. I wish one of these players, honestly, like, what is stopping these players to go and just literally smack these referees? Like, what? You get a red card, you missed 10 games. Who gives a crap? Send someone like Zinchenko, who we don't really need. Send him to go and boot one of the refs on the face or something. Do something, because I'm so tired. Every week, the refs doing something stupid, or, you know, just trying something to make Arsenal not win. And yes, I know I might sound like I'm making excuses, but come on, man. That corner at the end of the game literally just set me off. Tsimikas kicked the ball 2 times and he wasn't given a corner. The linesman who is there on that side could see it, said it's a goal kick. I was tired, man. I'm absolutely tired of these refs. But it's what it is. I don't even know who the next game is, but now Arsenal basically have to remain faultless, not drop any points. But I think there are some positive to take. Let's just hope it works out. But yeah, let me know in the comments who your man of the match was. For me, there's a few. I think Declan Rice is definitely up there. Thomas Partey's up there. Saka, especially in that first half, I think he was up there. But very disappointing, man. Very disappointing. Of course, you had to be Mohamed Salah as well. But yeah, let me know in the comments who your man of the match was. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.